this with all my family, all socials, enemies, and strangers, with strength and power to defeat Satan. Overcome with the obstacles that make place in our power to defeat all the enemies. Please protect us all physical and danger, spiritual manipulation, etc. Dear Father, in your name, Father, let your Holy Spirit fill this land, Father, let your will be done, dear Father. Please cancel plans, enemy, Father, please cast out every demon, devil, your spirit from among us, Father, please cut Satan off of this land. That's your name, I pray, amen. Okay, today our Father's talking about questions. Meaning, the things that God do in our lives might gonna have people questioning, like, you know what I'm saying, how did this happen? Why did this happen? You see what I'm saying? Same thing he did for the children of Israel when they was in the desert. Because people was thinking, hold on, how did they survive? I know that's how they've been feeling about me too. I've been feeling that in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is he doing what he's doing, man? Like, how is he, you know what I'm saying, surviving, man? Why ain't you know what I'm saying, gone yet? It be funny, man. They be bewildered. Okay, this Psalm 114 I'm going to read. This says, when Israel went out of Egypt, the house of Jacob from a people of strange language, Judah was his sanctuary, and Israel his dominion. The sea saw it and fled. Jordan was driven back. The mountains skipped like rams, and the little hills like lambs. What ails thee, O thou sea, that thou fleddest, thou Jordan, that thou was driven back? Ye mountains that ye skipped like rams, and ye little hills like lambs. Tremble thou earth at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the God of Jacob, which turned the rock into a standing water, the flint into a fountain of waters. Amen. Okay, now this is our Father telling us about his supernatural power. That's exactly what this is. It's our Father telling us about his supernatural power, man. You see what I'm saying? How he can make the impossible possible, to be honest with you. But people got to see it to believe it. I see that now, man. A lot of people, you can't just be telling, you know what I'm saying, them about what God can do. They got to see it to believe it. You see what I'm saying? And to receive it. Once they believe it, they will receive it. But until then, they ain't going to receive it, man. They got to see what God is able to do. That's another reason why he asks us to take a step back too, at times. He said, let me show them, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't keep talking to them, let me show them. Yeah, that's what a father would tell us, man. He said, that's enough talking, man. He ain't going to keep letting us talk or, you know what I'm saying, go through nothing. He said, I'm going to show them. That's when he, you know what I'm saying, split the Red Sea. He did many miracles for them out there. You know what I'm saying? He made sure they was fed in the desert because everybody knew that, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to die in the desert, man. Period, point blank. There's nothing out there for you to keep you alive, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? You just wither and rot out there. And that's what our Father's trying to tell us, that would happen to us in certain areas, man, because it's the wilderness. But see, we got to see it like that. Out there in the wilderness, man, you would die without God. Just like Moses, man, they expected Moses to die. You see what I'm saying? After he killed that fool, man, you see what I'm saying, that was in the wilderness. They was expecting Moses to die out there, man. They was hoping that he died out there. Moses survived. Came back stronger than ever. I'm telling you right now. Because of God, man. God made sure he had a tent, which means he had a place to sleep. He had food. He had water. And God provided him with the knowledge too. People didn't know, man. Listen, he had to go out there in the wilderness. That was the only place that God can fellowship with him. So as the Father speaking again, man, sometimes our Father will lead us to those deserted places. It's deserted for a reason. It's deserted so God can fill it with his presence. And it could just be you and God. So don't trip off that, man. But we got to really learn to appreciate God and his presence. That's the only way we can really bond with him, and he can instruct us. He could teach us. He was able to teach Moses out in the desert, even though those were almost unbearable circumstances for a lot of people. That wasn't unbearable for Moses because he had God with him. You see what I'm saying? So God made it bearable. Let's talk about that in the Bible too. I've been reading that a lot, man. How it says, he turned like deserts into pools of water. That's even like our circumstances, meaning he could turn nothing into something. We say it like that. That's God for you. And I'm glad that he's speaking this through me, man, because he's telling you all right now. It may be people that's looking at you like you nothing, man. God wants them to look at you like that. He glad. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to show y'all who they really are. So all of you, man, don't trip off people looking at you like you nothing, man. Or them trying to belittle you and all this stuff. Man, God sit back watching, like, okay, I see what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna lift them up higher than you can ever believe. Higher above those who've been trying to belittle you. Excuse me, let people look at you like you're nothing. God's gonna turn you into something. I'm telling you right now. But he just need us to keep working with him, man. And we need to stay grounded too. We can't have a big head because of that. We could just be grateful that, you know what I'm saying, we didn't get overtaken, man, or that we didn't stay in those circumstances on that level. To be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't on all that flexing, flossing. You can't help people like that, man. Because it's like it's all about you. Selfish, greedy. No, yo. You can't help people like that. And people understand, listen, I'm about helping and I'm going to continue to help those who help themselves. You see what I'm saying? Because it does something to the soul. It make you feel alive. I was dead for a long time. Period, point blank. You see what I'm saying? If I got life, man, and I'm going to be here, I'm not going to be living in misery. That's what I have made up in my mind and my heart. Period, point blank. So I'm going to do things that's going to make me feel alive, that's going to touch my soul. Feeding the homeless. You see what I'm saying? Spending time with them kids. I ain't going to say that's one of the greatest blessings ever, man. Because being a father has brought me great value. More value than I can ever have, man. You see what I'm saying? I can gain the whole world, but I can never have the value that I have being a father. I'm telling you right now. Things like that. These therapy sessions, that's what this is. It's like therapy sessions, man. You see what I'm saying? God is our counselor. He counseling all of us at the same time. You know how you heard the saying, you hit two birds with one stone? Listen, man, God reaching us all at one time during these sessions. He counseling us, man. Period, point blank. So, I hope you all, man, listen, really learn to take heed to our Father, man. You know what I'm saying? Let him lead you, guide you, and instruct you. And we're gonna need supernatural help out here, because whether you all know it or not, it's other people out there who you may think that's very wealthy or doing very well that's receiving supernatural help, but it's evil. Let it be known, man. These people ain't just, you know what I'm saying, achieving all that they're achieving by working hard. That's why I don't like neither, man. These people lying to us, man. They fooling you. These people ain't working hard, man. They got supernatural power. Period, point blank. So we gonna need supernatural power, but positive one, which is God. We his people. That's what he keep telling us. He like, man, y'all don't even know what y'all up against out there in the world. Straight up, man. You don't know what you up against out there. Witches, warlocks. You see what I'm saying? People casting spells. And these people, listen, people don't believe it because they're not seeing it. They're not doing it right there in front of you. You see what I'm saying? Straight up. But these people out here got supernatural power. Witches, warlocks, and they casting spells. You see what I'm saying? We're going to need supernatural power, which is our Father's word. That's what goes against that. Destroys that completely. You see what I'm saying? People probably done placed a curse on you before and you don't even know. Well, I ain't even going to say that. We be cursing each other all the time. By the tongue. That's what we got to stop too. Bless, man. Bless. Instead of curse. Period, point blank. Change the atmosphere. That's what we need out here, huh? You see what I'm saying? So, hope y'all get peace another day. Hope you laugh and smile. Hope you put it down on the problem. Like, man, do what you gotta do. Yahshua's name. Amen. All right.